My name is Trisha. I work at Wegmans Food Markets as a corporate recruiter. I recruit students for information technology positions, both internships or co-ops and full-time positions, anywhere from programming positions, web development positions, to systems administration and networking. Definitely. Advice for succeeding on the job would include a variety of things. I think coming into the position with an open mind and an eagerness to learn, willingness to ask questions, not be afraid to ask questions. Of course, if you're new to a position, we don't expect you to know everything. If it's your first IT-related job, we don't expect you to know absolutely every technology that you're going to have to work with while you're here. So, we're happy to answer your questions. We know that you're new to this type of work, and we're happy to work with you to learn. We understand you're learning, and we are here to train you, and then hopefully, you'll be able to do some meaningful work while you're here. I think to make a lasting impression while you're here on a co-op, you need to have really good communication skills. I would say you really need to put yourself out there and make yourself known within your team, within your group. Get to know your coworkers, your manager. Be someone that everybody becomes familiar with and will remember. Being friendly and outgoing, eager to help. Ask for more projects if you feel like you could do more work. The more you can show that you can do, the happier they're going to be. They want to make sure that you're feeling challenged and learning things and not feeling like you don't have enough work to do, that's for sure. Whenever we ask in interviews, what kind of pay rate are you looking for? People dread that question. Most of the co-op positions, it's fairly straightforward in what the position offers when we post a position on the job zone. Personally, there's not really much room for negotiation for the positions that we hire for at Wegmans, but outside, other companies might be open to more negotiation, and I would really recommend that you ask perhaps what the range of the position, what it pays, and work within that, and say that I'm willing to take a pay rate that you believe my experience is worthy of. Advice for what to do in an interview. I think that RIT does a great job of preparing the students for interviews. Most students that we interact with come in professionally dressed and with a smile on their face. Come in with a strong handshake, I would recommend. You may be interviewing with more than one person, so listen hard for the names of the people you're interviewing with and see if you can remember that, so that when you leave from the interview you can repeat their names back to them. That's always a nice extra touch. I would also recommend you stay as positive and enthusiastic about the position during an interview. I often ask students, why are you interested in this position? And a response I don't want to hear, but occasionally do, is that I need a co-op and this job is open. That's not the response an employer wants to hear. Really explain your interest in the position. What about the work really interests you? I would also recommend do a lot of research about the company that you're going to be working for. A lot of employers will ask, what do you know about our company? What do you know about this position? And being as knowledgeable as you can will be really helpful. I know most students are very comfortable with Google, so you can find a lot about companies out there on the web. I would say, try to answer every question with as much detail as you can possibly think of. Try to avoid the yes or no answer and elaborate a little bit more. We want to hear as much detail as possible. Definitely come in with a professional presentation. You don't necessarily, have to buy a super expensive suit or anything like that, but just become professional to an interview setting, and that includes your demeanor. Don't slouch, don't lean forward on the table, don't try to behave like you're a little bit more familiar with the people than you actually are. It is an interview setting, and you want to remain as professional as possible. And just again, that whole interest piece, don't just say that you're interested in the job because, well, I'm required to do a co-op and this position was open in the block that I needed it, so I thought I'd submit my resume. When it comes to writing a cover letter, I really like to see a student write a statement about why they're interested in the position. Occasionally when someone submits a resume for a position, it might not be clear in the resume why they are qualified for the position. They might lack a particular technical skill that's required. But if in the cover letter they're able to state why they think they're qualified or what their interest is in the position, that might let us believe a little bit more that they are qualified and make it more likely that we would schedule an interview with the student. On a resume, I really like to see an objective that lists what the position is you're looking for, as well as the time frame you're available for co-op. The quarters that you're looking to work is very important, and an up-to-date resume is very important. Occasionally, some people might not update their resume; it might be a quarter or two old, and it might not reflect their current quarters that they're available. Just attention to the details like that. Also, listing any work experience you've had from most recent going backwards. Any work experience is important, whether it's related to the field you're looking for or not. Work experience is work experience, and we like to see that and understand how your prior work experience might be able to relate to the work that you are going to be doing in the new role. Also list your technical skills. I have a section about that. I think that's helpful. Kind of gives us a point to focus on when we're reviewing many resumes at a time. And then when it comes to writing a thank you note, I don't mind receiving them via email or in the regular mail. Both ways are fine. Email is faster nowadays. Save some paper, and people choose to do that, which is fine. Address it professionally. Try not to be too casual. Don't start it off with "Hey, how are you?" I would suggest hello. Or just a simple thank you to start off the email, thanking them for their time, and re-submitting your interest in the position, saying again why you're interested in the job and that you're looking forward to hearing back from them. Wegmans has attended the RIT Career Fair twice a year in the fall and in the spring for the last few years, and probably more than that going back. We always have a great experience at the fair. We register early and we get our job descriptions in early so the students can have an opportunity to review what our positions are going to be. The career fairs are always well organized, and I'm always impressed with the students to come right to our table knowing exactly what job they're going to want to talk to us about, because they've looked at the job zone and seen the listings, and they have their resumes ready to submit for that specific position. It's really impressive. Most of the students are professionally dressed and wear professional attire to the career fair and are very focused, and have that strong handshake ready, and they're they look you straight in the eye and are happy to talk to you and eager to learn more about our opportunities, and they definitely make a lasting impression when they do that. We work very closely with the RIT co-op office when we have openings. There's a lot of times when we will post our own positions on the job zone, but they're always happy to help us by posting them for us. Occasionally we run into some tricky situations where we don't see enough resumes coming through, we're having trouble filling a position, and we can call the office right up and let them know that we're having trouble, and they will know of students that are currently looking and send us more resumes and help us fill the position as quickly as possible. They're very responsive and helpful. We are very pleased with the service that they provide to the students. It's obvious that they help them prepare for career fairs, for co-op interviews, and for the co-op positions by giving them training, and I think they go through classes just to know how to present themselves in a professional setting, and it sets them apart from some of the other students we would talk to from other universities in the state and the country. And I've been very pleased with the interactions we have with them.